Okay, let's talk about percent. And solving percent problems is probably one of the most practical math skills that all of us need to know. And when it comes to percent, a lot of us are like, oh, I already know how to do percent. Well, you might be just thinking about basic percent problems. But what about something a little bit more interesting like this? 3/7 is what percent of 15? Okay, so when it comes to percent, again, you could have a variety and different flavors of percent problems. I kind of like to think of them that way. But don't feel shy about using your calculator, okay? Your calculator is a tool. So if you think you know how to do this, go ahead and calculate your answer, put it into the comment section. But what I would ask you to not do is guess, okay? If you happen to get the correct answer, but if you kind of guess, that's not good. What you want to do is really be in control of how you're solving math problems in specific or specifically for this particular video, we're going to be focusing in on percent. Now, the thing about percent is some of you out there could have learned percent in different ways. So whether that was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, it doesn't make a difference. Do this problem in a way that you feel comfortable. Like, oh, my teacher taught me how to do it this way. And this is the way I understand it. As long as you can produce the right answer, that is what counts. So again, I want to show you exactly what we need to do in order to answer this particular question. But before we get going, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TC Math Academy. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher. I've been teaching math for decades, and I'm here to tell you you can be successful in mathematics. And I'm especially speaking to those of you that struggle in math or think you're bad at math or you can't learn math. You absolutely can. But what you need is great math instruction, clear, understandable, and comprehensive. So if you're at the middle school, high school, or even college level in terms of mathematics, check out my Math Help program. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description of this video. I promise it will help you out big time. Also, if you happen to be preparing for a test that has a math section on it, there's a ton of them out there. I'm talking about things like the GED, SAT, ACT, maybe the ASVAB, GMAT, GRE, Accuplacer, teacher certification exams. Again, a lot of you are going to be taking an exam like this. You don't even realize. But anyways, I have a ton of test prep courses that can help you prepare and pass those exams. If you homeschool, check out my award-winning courses for homeschoolers for middle and high school mathematics. If you need a pair of great math notes, hopefully you have your own. Okay, you need to create your own pair of great math notes. Note taking it is so important to be successful in mathematics. So work on being a better note taker. But in the meantime, you can use my notes. I'm going to leave links to my notes in the description of this video if you would like to use them. And if this video helps you out, don't forget to like and subscribe, as that definitely helps me out. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the answer, and then we'll go ahead and talk about this. So we have 3/7 is what percent of 15? The answer is 2.857%. And of course, I kind of rounded off in terms of decimal points, or just kind of chop some stuff off. If you have 2.8 or 2.85, 2.857, you know if you got this correct. But this is the answer. Okay, so how did you do? Well, if you got this right and knew exactly what you were doing, well, let me go ahead and give you a nice little happy face, an A++, 100%. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a few stars so you can have an extra special day. That is very, very good. Okay, again, you can use your calculator. That's not the issue here, because you got to be able to talk to your calculator. Remember, your calculator is only um, as good as the numbers you type into it, right? It's just a tool. So let's go ahead and talk about why 3/7 is 2.857% of 15. Okay, so when we're talking about percent, right? Most of you are like, oh, I can do percent problems, but in terms of practical percent problems, I don't want. I'm kind of speaking in real general ways. Most of us are calculating. If I would have to say, well, let me just back up here. Probably the most common thing we do with percent is to find a percent of a number. Okay, that's what I kind of really am saying here. So how do we find a percent of a number? Well, what we do is change that percent into a decimal. So for example, if I wanted to find 6% of 92, I'm going to take that 6% and I'm going to rewrite that as a decimal. Okay, so that's going to be 0.06. So 6% is the same thing as 6.0%. So what do I do there to change this to a decimal? I move the decimal point over two places to the left. So I'm going to get 0.06, which is effectively the same as taking that 6% and dividing it by 100. Okay, just simply move the decimal point two places to the left, and I get 0.06 So 6% again as a decimal is 0.06, and I'm going to multiply that by this number here, the number I'm trying to find a percent of, so 6% of 92, 0.06 times 92, go into my calculator, get 5.52. Okay, so I kind of stumbled on my words there. I apologize for that, but basically what I was trying to say is that when it comes to percent skills or things that we do with percent, probably this is the most common activity we do. We're finding the percent of numbers. We're not dealing with things like this, but this is only kind of an observation, right? For you, it might be different. So 3/7 is what percent of a number. We're like, okay, well, I'm looking to maybe take a percent and change it to a decimal, but this is not this type of problem. Okay, this is asking what percent. So we got to really think about the concepts of percent. So when it comes to percent, you always want to keep in mind that percent is basically some sort of part out of a whole. Okay, some sort of part out of a whole. So in other words, if I had like let's say 20%, I can visualize that of let's say here I had a tank out of 100 and then down here is 20. So this would be the part out of the entire whole of 100, right? So this is the part out of the whole. Now percent there's a lot of ways we can kind of think about it. Technically, it's expressed as a fraction over 100. I'll get to that part here in a second, but I want you to kind of think about it, conceptualize it in terms of a part out of a whole, okay? So with this problem, 3/7 is what percent of 15? I'm looking for percent, okay? Then percent is what? Well, it's the part out of the whole. So looking at this problem, which is the part and which is the whole? Well, 3/7 is what? Well, that would be the part because we're asking 3/7 is what percent? It's some fractional part of 15. So 15 would be the whole. Okay, so we can clearly see that 3/7 is smaller than 15. Okay, so 3/7 is the part and 15 is the whole. And let's go ahead and see this here. Okay, or see it in this way. So 3/7 is what percent of 15? So again, 3/7 is the part. We're talking about percent. What percent? Well, we want to express this as a percent, but let's just first get this part out of the whole business, right? So the part is 3/7. The whole is 15. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and express 3 divided by 7 or 3/7 divided by 15. We have a complex fraction here, so we have to take this and express this as a percent. This numeric expression, 3 over 7 or 3/7 divided by 15. So how do we do that? Well, let's go ahead and talk about that now. Okay, so 3/7 divided by 15. Again, this is a complex fraction, so 3/7 divided by 15 is equal to the fraction 3/7 times, this would be 15 over 1. I can turn this into a multiplication problem by taking the reciprocal of this, right? Hopefully you remember how to work with fractions. So this would be 3/7 times 1 over 15, okay? And then when I go ahead and multiply these fractions, I'm going to get 3 times 1. Okay, remember you're going to multiply the respective numerators. So that'll be 3, and then 7 times 15 is 105. Okay, so we just simplified 3/7 divided by 15, and that is now 3 divided by 105. But we're not done yet. We still haven't answered the percent part of this. Well, the key to solving this is to take our fraction and turn it into a decimal. So how do we do that? Well, just go into your calculator and take that 3 divided by 105. You're going to get the decimal 0.02857. There'll be some other digits there, but we'll just stick with these digits here. And so how do we convert a decimal to a percent? We talked about how to go from a percent to a decimal, right? So remember that example I talked about 6% being equal to 0.06. So what do? We divide it by 100. So to go from a decimal to a percent, doing the reverse, we need to multiply by 100, which is effectively the same as moving the decimal point over 2 places to the right. So 0.02857 as a decimal is going to be equal to, here is going to be our decimal point. We're going to move it 2 places to the right or multiply this by 100. Same thing. So we're going to get 2.857%. And that is the answer. So hopefully, this makes sense to you. I'm kind of breaking things down nice and slow, but you might have been surprised when you looked at this problem that, hey, this wasn't going to be just as, straightforward as 6% of 92 is what number? We're like, oh, okay, that's 0.06 times 92. There you go. Here's the answer. Well, this one you have to do a little bit of thinking. We are dealing with a fraction, then you have to convert that to a decimal, and then you got to express that decimal as a percent. So as I indicated in the beginning of this video, percent problems come in all sorts of varieties and flavors, and you need to master all this stuff. Okay, so if you need more help with percent, I'm going to give you a couple suggestions. One, I have a ton of additional YouTube videos on percent, or maybe you want to check out a couple courses that I'm going to recommend from my math help program. One, my math foundations course. That's kind of a quick little mini course to cover kind of the basic stuff that you learned in elementary school and some of middle school. So that's a great starter course. I also teach percent in my algebra courses like Pre-Algebra and Algebra 1 as well. Okay, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.